Hello students, welcome to Educa International School, Rangpur. Today we are going to learn about incomplete records from Accounting A-Level. My name is Sakibola and I am the accounting instructor at Educa. Let's look at the board. The topic that we are going to cover today is markup and margin from incomplete records. Now, as you all know, the formula for markup is gross profit by cost times 100. Now, the main concept of markup is to know that markup is the profit on cost. Now, whatever profit we charge on cost is known as markup, and also the amount that we find out is the gross profit. Now, the other formula that we also need to learn is margin. Now, what is margin? Margin is basically the profit on sales, as you can see here. Now, whatever profit we charge on sales is known as margin. Now, in the same case, here as you can see, it is the gross profit over sales. So, margin as you can see is gross profit on sales, whereas markup is gross profit on cost. Now, students get confused when they try to convert markup to margin, or where shall I use markup, where shall I use margin. Now, what you need to remember is whenever you're given the cost, you should be using markup. Whenever you're given the sales, you should be using margin. Now, at times, you will be given the markup, but not cost, just the sales. What do you do then? Now, in that case, what you need to do is, you need to convert markup to margin or vice versa. So, this is really important, how to convert markup to margin or from margin to markup. Now, let's come to the interesting part, how to convert markup to margin or margin to markup. Now, for this, you need to have one concept clear. It is the concept that cost plus gross profit will always give you the selling price. So this concept is really important because if you add gross profit with cost, it will give you selling price, and you can work around with this formula. For example, if you want to find out just the cost, you can simply deduct gross profit from selling price to get the cost. Now, as we know, markup is gross profit by cost. So if your markup is 20%, this in terms of fraction would be 1 by 5, because we can easily express percentage as fractions. So if you see, this 1 represents the gross profit and this 5 represents the cost. Now, you know the gross profit, you know the cost. It's very easy to find out the selling price if you know the cost and gross profit. So let's come back to margin. So in margin, you know the formula is gross profit by sales. Now, as you can see here, the gross profit was 1 here, so similarly it will be 1 here as well, because the gross profit is always the same. But for sales, we have to add the cost and the gross profit to get sales. So that's what we did here. 1 plus 5 gives us 6. So the fraction for margin is simply 1 by 6. So as you can see, from markup to margin, we are adding. Now, if we go the other way around, from margin to markup, this will be something like this. So markup would be 1 by 6 minus 1, therefore 1 by 5. Now, why we are deducting this? That's the question. Simple. Because markup is gross profit by cost. And if we want to find out the cost, it is selling price minus the gross profit, which gives us the cost. So 6 minus 1, 5. So this 5 represents cost and this 1 represents gross profit. So now you can easily understand how to convert markup to margin and margin to markup. So from markup to margin, you added because you are trying to find out the sales. From margin to markup, you deduct the gross profit from sales because you are trying to find out the cost. So that's how you can easily convert markup to margin and margin to markup. And always remember that markup is applied on cost and margin is applied on sales to find out the gross profit. So dear students, I hope you have understood today's topic on markup and margin. For more updates on our accounting videos, please follow our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Dear parents and students, we welcome you to visit our school in Rangpur. Here we have admissions open from pre-play to O and A level. If you have any queries, please visit our campus or call us on our number. We hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.